Your own private jet? Seating how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 12, every comfort? This isn't all that bad, right, Leon?
Who was it who said living well is the best revenge?
I don't know, but is there anyone in particular you want to take revenge on?
Maybe. All those people who looked down on me when I was poor and they weren't. In case you haven't noticed, I love being rich.
I've noticed.
I thought you might have. Claude, I think we're ready for some refreshments now, and our young passenger might like to see the inside of the cockpit.
Yes, Mrs. Woodard. We're prepared for his visit.
How about that, huh, John? A voice out of the air.
That is the voice of our good fairy, who any minute should be arriving with his customary dazzling array.
Here we are, madam. The caviar is your special beluga. The champagne is 71. Quite a good year. Unless, of course, you prefer vodka. I have a bottle on ice.
No, the champagne was a good choice.
I brought the Philadelphia, Washington, and Chicago papers as you requested.
I'm surprised you don't have the weather report for the Palm Beach area as well.
For today, clear skies, temperature in the low 80s. Tonight, it's
Claude, you are a marvel. Your efficiency overwhelms me.
a soft drink for the young gentleman.
Oh, yeah, that would be great.
Is there anything you'd like in the way of music? I've got the Mozart you requested.
No, thank you. I think we'll just talk.
As you wish. Would Master Ryan care to see the cockpit of our aircraft?
He'll probably want to take a hand at the wheel, won't you, John?
Well, we'll have to ask the captain. Do you care for some chopped onion and egg before I go?
No. We'll cope beautifully. Thank you again, Claude.
It's a pleasure, Mrs. Woodard.
So, you to Florida, and 36 hours away from everything except the sun and the beach and anything else that pleases you.
Ray, you're incredible. Is there anything you haven't provided?
Then try to think of everything.
Georgia, have you got those figures I asked you about?
Bobby,
Hey, what's the matter?
Ray Woodard took Little John to Florida. Can she be arrested for kidnapping?
Now, honey, just wait just a second. Ray didn't take little John down there by herself. Frank is with him.
Bobby, that's exactly why she did it. Hello, Siobhan.
Delia, your coat.
Yeah, it's new. You like it? Look, Bobby, don't you realize she's using Little John to get to Frank? First, she takes him to the apartment. Then she takes him campaigning in an open car. Then she takes him someplace where he can get sunburned.
All right, come on, let's go inside. Sit down, let's talk about it. Now, first of all, I think you should understand that Frank has been going for days and nights. Now he's got an awful lot on his mind. Ray thought he could use a day of relaxation. They took little John because Ray thought it would be nice for Frank.
You're on her side, aren't you?
Oh, I'm not on anybody's side. Honey, I'm just trying to put things in perspective.
Perspective. You mean see it by Ray's point of view?
No. I mean, I don't think little John's going to be in any trouble with Frank and Ray.
Well, look, that's not exactly my kind of perspective. You know what Ray was doing in Ryan's? You know what she was doing? She was holding Little John's hand.
Oh, Delia, come on.
Okay. Okay, look, I gotta get a hold of myself. I'm gonna calm down. You don't have to say anything else. Better.
All right. You can't let yourself go flying off the handle like that, Delia.
Since when am I the type of person who flies off the handle? Look, I'm just upset she's taking him 1,500 miles away to another state.
Honey, they're coming back tomorrow.
Yeah, but she could take him to Paris, France, or someplace like that.
Oh, Delia, come on now. You're losing control again.
No, I'm not, Bobby. See, don't you see she's putting pressure on Frank and Maeve and Johnny because she has a lot of money. She could do a lot of things for Frank. What I need is a lawyer.
Hey, now, come on. That isn't the answer.
Yes, it is. Now that I'm married, I think I could get custody of little John. Don't you think so?
Well, I don't know. I mean, you were sick there for a while. They're going to check into that.
I know I was, but I'm much better now, and I know Dr. Pagano's going to testify for me. And Roger is rich, and it's a stable home. And besides, I'm his mother.
Yeah, well, okay, sure. I mean, you do have a chance.
Okay, well, now the court gave Maeve and Johnny custody just until he could have a good home with either me or Frank. Now, I believe that he can have a good home with me.
Yeah.
Besides the point, Ray Woodard has been very snooty to me, and she's taken advantage of little John so
Honey,
she can
I
get to
happen
Frank.
to know how you feel about Ray Woodard. Have you considered what this would do to little John?
Bobby, do you realize I'm his mother?
Honey, you haven't exactly fallen all over yourself in the past trying to take care of him.
Okay. Look, I was sick before. I'm going to make it up to him. I know I will.
And what about Frank? Don't you think he needs little John?
I'm not going to be like Jill Coleridge. I mean, Frank can see him whenever he wants. Yeah. I'm going to get myself a lawyer.
Okay, Dee. If you're really serious
I
about
am.
this, okay, I want you to do me a favor. Wait till after the election. That's 10 days from now.
No, I don't want to wait.
Honey, a custody case is going to embarrass Frank right now. He's got his hands full anyway.
Yeah, but Ray can take little John away again.
Dee, not between now and the election.
Okay. I'm going to wait till it's over. And then, pow!
Goodbye, New Jersey, Palm Beach, here we come.
Yeah, we should be able to make the beach today.
That's the whole idea. Whatever pleases you. This afternoon, tonight, and all day tomorrow.
Meanwhile, my opponent slaves away making speeches, issuing position papers.
I love playing cookie. You know what I love even more than that?
Think I could guess?
Besides that,
What?
having little John with us.
Oh,
He's an enchanting child. He's so easy to be around. We're gonna have to get him the biggest and the best beach ball Florida has to offer.
Up. Ray.
What's the point of having all my money if I can't spend it on the people I love?
Save it.
I don't want to save it. I want to pour it all over you, little John, because you're so special. Do you have any idea how special you are?
Da doesn't like us to get what he calls the big head.
Well, your Da, much though I love him, is dead wrong because you should get the big head because you are a big person. You should be flying around in private jets and going to the most expensive hotels and allowing yourself to enjoy whatever luxuries I can provide you.
You're very persuasive.
That's because I'm right. We have so much in common, you and I. One thing in particular.
Like what?
Yeah, we both grew up poor, went to public schools, had to fight and scramble for everything we've got. Nobody ever gave us anything.
Now,
so
Ray,
it's all the sweeter.
your late husband
Was a very rich man. Provided for me marvelously. But I was very good for him. I earned everything I have, and I am now determined to share it as much as possible with you and little John.
I'll agree, you're determined.
You know, you are the only person who says no to me. Everybody else always says, yes, Mrs. Woodard,
You see?
of course, Mrs. Woodard.
You need me then. Too many people saying yes.
Oh, I need you, all right. I would be bored to tears without you.
I'm glad you like little John.
Like him. Love him. Mad about him. Maybe because he reminds me of his father.
Can't wait till I get to that hotel. It's just as well I was getting a little carried away.
Me too.
Master Ryan sat in the lap of the co-pilot and handled the controls.
Oh, you did, huh? Come on up here. Let me see it.
Would he be hungry by any chance?
Well, he might be. You have the makings of a peanut butter and jelly sandwich on board?
Strawberry preserves or grape jelly?
What'll it be, John? Grape jelly?
Oh, my God.
A glass of milk?
Claude. Tell the pilot to turn the plane around as quickly as possible. We have to go back to New York immediately. You might like to see this. This is Wes Leonard's column, and it's all about you.
Bobby, the thing that you have to remember is I could do as much for Little John as Ray Woodard can. You know, Roger is rich, and my commodities are going up. Look, do you realize I'm worth $40,000?
40?
Yes. Okay, I happen to catch an upward trend. Now, don't I sound like I know what's happening?
Yeah, I guess you do. Is that where the fur coat came from?
No, Roger got it for me. I don't want to dip into my capital. It's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah, it is pretty, honey. It is pretty.
Oh, look, I'm sorry to take Bobby away from you. Do you need him to do anything?
No, it doesn't matter. You were just doing campaign stuff, that's all.
Okay, well, see you later.
We're looking forward to it.
Okay.
I'll see you later.
Okay. Oh,
Well, look at this.
oh, you mean my coat?
A coat and a hat and the rock that is the talk of the family.
It is?
They were, staggered by it.
Oh. Oh, great. Okay, well, bye-bye.
Bye, Dee. I love her. I'm so happy when she's around.
Yeah, that's because you were never married to her.
That's probably true. My brothers certainly don't share my point of view.
Well, if they're going to talk, can we proofread this?
Yeah. Into the office.
Hey, I got a question for you. Can I interrupt in a couple of minutes?
Yeah, anytime.
You know if Frank got a good conduct medal when he was in the police force?
Good conduct?
Yeah, I know he got a couple of medals for bravery and that he had a good record, but you know, good conduct, that's for little guys who behave themselves and don't say much.
Cream?
Straight.
No, I haven't heard of it. Bob will know. Can I ask you something?
Mm-hmm.
How much do you know about Wes Leonard's personal life?
Some.
Has he been married?
I think, yeah.
6 times?
6.
That's what he keeps insisting on, and I can't shake him. I know that isn't true, but what is?
Well, listen, if good old Wes says that he's had 6 wives, well, maybe good old Wes has had 6 wives.
But he doesn't give the impression of being the marrying kind.
Yeah? What sort of impression does he give?
Probably about the same kind you did before you met Mayor.
Look, I was never married, and I warned Mary right from the top that I wasn't the marrying kind.
Wes has given it up.
I didn't know that the two of you compared notes on marriage.
Yeah, I told you he was like you. He brought it up right at the top.
Well, you know, those honest types, you can't trust them.
Was there ever a man who could be trusted? I like Wes. I think he's fun.
Oh?
He likes me.
Oh, no.
I'm beginning to think that newsmen are my only friends in this town.
Look, far be it from me to knock the breed, newsmen, But I'm telling you, Wes Leonard is no friend of yours, okay? I know the guy. I've known him for 15 years.
I don't see how he can be what you say. He's just the opposite with me.
They have a name for that. It's called two-faced. Or as the Indians say, he who speaks with forked tongue.
Well, we had a good time. We were laughing. In fact, I was disappointed that we had to end the evening early so he could go back to the office and write a column.
Look, to have to end an evening early with Wes Leonard is about the best thing that could have happened to you. Unless, of course, you would like to belong to a very large and unselect group of foolish, gullible girls.
You think I'm just another gullible girl?
I think that you're honest. And that you always tell the truth and that you expect that other people do.
Yeah?
Yeah. Well, Wes Leonard doesn't always tell the truth. In fact, Wes rarely tells the truth.
But he seems like...
Seems. Of course he seems. How could he make it work if it doesn't seem, huh? Please. Believe me.
I'm gonna have to find that out for myself. You can understand that, can't you?
Yeah.
But I will remember what you said, okay?
You're too nice a girl for that guy.
Stupid, maybe, but nice. All right, I'll take it as a compliment.
I'm gonna go get the interview I came for. Listen, don't have anything to do with that guy. He really is bad news. Can I come in?
Enter.
They've been in there for almost 2 hours now.
Oh, the boss is away. Siobhan, you choose. Jelly donuts or glazed?
Glazed. I'll go this time because you got the coffee cake. Oh, I know this is suicide, but it's such a delicious way to go. I'll get some for the great minds inside.
So the last one on your list is the 47th Congressional District. Now, if we don't pile up 10,000 vote plurality there, somebody will vote it twice.
Okay, that's swell. Oh, look, I'm sorry I took so much of your time.
Come on, it's quiet today. Hey, listen, have you and Mary seen Faith? I was wondering how she's coming along.
Oh, she and Tom were down to dinner. She's doing just fine. As a matter of fact, they're planning to go somewhere out in the country.
Well, that'll be great. That'll do a world of good for Faith.
Mary.
Hello, everybody. Bob, I'm glad you're here. Hello, Jack.
What in the hell are you guys doing back? You're supposed to be halfway down to Florida by now.
Well, we turned back. I just dropped little John off at my parents'.
Bob, we've got a problem. Georgia, would you come on in too, please?
Jack, I think I'm going to need your help, too. Wes Leonard did quite a column on me today.
Character assassination by innuendo, guilt by association. In other words, the gentleman does not like the company he thinks Frank is keeping.
Huh?
This is his Washington column, which undoubtedly also appears in about a dozen New York State papers.
Yeah, well, let's hear it.
Just give you the highlights. Here we go. The smiling, energetic Mr. Ryan is known to be enthusiastically supported by a youth-dominated campaign organization which works hard to reinforce his image of young knight in shining armor who will descend on Washington to clean up where the old folks who preceded him have placed self-interest ahead of public interest. What is less well known about Mr. Ryan is that he is not always fastidious about whose political backing he will accept. Apparently, the young knight is so determined to win this election that he will accept any endorsement, no matter how corrupt the source. Recently, for example, he received a letter of backing from Larry Page, who, it is alleged, not only heads possibly the most corrupt union organization on the Eastern Seaboard, but also allegedly has well-known connections with organized crime throughout the country. Mr. Page, and then he goes on and on and on about Larry Page's past history, and a nice, dirty little story it is.
Oh, swell.
Finally, he comes back to Frank. Mr. Ryan, it is true, chose cleverly not to acknowledge the offer of support from Mr. Page, but neither did he disavow it, either publicly or privately. Instead, as of this writing, Larry Page remains a staunch, enthusiastic supporter of Frank Ryan, candidate for the U.S. Senate, with friends such as this, and it goes on.
That is just plain murder.
It's a killer.
How? How, Bob? How did he get a hold of that letter?
That letter's in the files. Under you for unwelcome.
Well, we know Page didn't give him the story. He wouldn't sabotage Frank like that, so Leonard obviously got his information right here.
Yeah, it looks that way, doesn't it?
Who else might have seen that letter, Bobby? Could it have been one of those volunteers out there?
People don't even go into the files there. Come on.
The leak came from this office.
There is no other place where he could have learned about Page's letter.
I knew it was right where I put it.
All right. All right, the letter is safe. Next question is, who knew about it?
The people right here. We were the ones in the office the day that letter arrived. Us and Siobhan.
All right. I know I didn't tell anyone. Frank? Bob?
Oh, come on, Ray. What am I, crazy?
Georgia?
I don't leak stories to rival columnists about a brother-in-law I happen to like.
All right. Leaves one person.
Siobhan's met Wes Leonard, hasn't she? Does anyone know if she has been seeing him recently?
I think they had dinner together last night, and Wes went home early to write a column, but that doesn't necessarily...
This filthy little column, if enough people believe it, could cost us the election.
Siobhan wouldn't do that.
Nah, she...
Of course she wouldn't. Not deliberately, but drunkenly, stupidly. Who the hell knows how? Come all the way down the line, and then because of your own sister, because of Siobhan.
Because of me? What is because of me?
Get your popcorn ready for the Sunday night movie on SoapNet. We have the stars you want to snuggle up to. Brad Pitt, Liam Neeson, Nicolas Cage, and so many more. The Sunday night movie, Sunday nights at 8 p.m. on SoapNet.